Alrighty. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is Sunmashi. This is a work in progress still, but anyways, before I get started, want to apologize to everyone I was hanging out with through the live lately. I know I've been away longer than anticipated, so I will try and explain a bit more of that in a vlog later on. Some of you might see that this was a live stream. I'm actually just recording this as a video, so don't worry, you didn't miss me going live. I intentionally set this as private so that I could just record this pick a card reading. But I hope you're all doing well. This is a pick a card reading on what is happening for you during this Aquarius season. So we just entered Aquarius season about 5 days back or something, around like January 20th. And Aquarius season carries over up until about February 18th through the 22nd, somewhere in that area. So this is a reading on that. Hopefully I end up putting the timestamps in the description box later, but check the description box below or the comments below to see timestamps listed, and you can fast forward to that point and get your reading. So we will be doing readings number 1, 2, and 3. So I hope this is a good message for you, and I will see you all in your reading video. All right, for those of you who chose reading number 1, your Aquarius season, we are going to be looking into how it's been in the beginning, how it'll be going throughout it, what it'll look like by the end. We'll also look into love messages and career messages if you are interested in either of those subjects. And if you are not, then just don't worry. Perhaps that part of their message is not for you. So just take what resonates and let go of the rest. So the beginning of Aquarius season, we have the Page of Wands with the Three of Pentacles. So for those of you who chose reading number 1, I'm getting that you are keeping a really open mind to what you can do at this time on your journey, to what, like, either for what you want to work on, to building abundance or stability in your life. Just whatever it may be to bring balance into your environment, into your home, into your health and wellness, whatever it may be. It looks like at this time you have felt a recent spark, a recent flame to actually move forward and work on something. So if any of you have been really needing to rest a lot and weren't sure when you might have that shift in the energy where you're like, oh, I'm motivated, I'm ready to go to the next phase on my journey. It seems that Aquarius season helped spark that fire in some of you. For reading 1, if this resonates. So that's what I have at the beginning. But most importantly, I'm really getting like you are just keeping an open mind on where you might end up on your journey at this time. So some of you might be shifting into a new direction, maybe the direction you were going at the time previous to Aquarius season. Maybe you were good with it, but maybe that cycle has come to a close, or that chapter of your life has come to a close, and you're ready to experience something new. This isn't like something really, really drastic for you. This seems like just making certain life changes that feel really significant, but that shouldn't be like the biggest shakeup of what you're used to on your journey at this time. Yeah. So take how that resonates. The middle of Aquarius season. So I'm thinking like about February 4th through about the 12th area to the 14th. The middle of the season, we've got the 4 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. I think you are really wanting to do that, and I think you're very excited in the beginning of Aquarius season. It does look in the middle of the season that you are still searching for something emotionally. This could have to do with love life and finding balance between work and romance, um, or between responsibilities and like soul purpose or passion. That's what I'm getting here. So feeling stuck with certain experiences, feeling like you still have to be patient and wait for more to come on your journey, even though things are moving forward for you. These are the beginning stages of growth, of change. So you might be feeling a little bit restless in the middle of the season. And the end of the season, we've got Wormhole and the Knight of Wands. But I think overall, these changes that you've made in your life recently bring you a lot of peace and wellness. And it makes you feel like a lot more content with taking your time, moving forward at this time on your journey. I do think you're still moving in a really positive direction forward. And you are really just doing your best to take care of your energy, to safeguard your energy, and to not let negative energy, other people's opinions, outside forces, knock you down or even like see you. So you're like being careful of who you share your time with, who you share communication and energy with, things like that. So setting new boundaries, just kind of like really focused on whatever your mission is, whatever it is you need to be doing, um, to go down the path you want to go down. So that's what I have for you overall on what you can expect out of Aquarius season. Obviously, if you want a more specific message, you could always book a reading with me. Or if I go live, you could always ask then, and I could do a specific reading at that time, and so forth and so forth. Or if any of you want follow-up pick a card readings, you can always leave those suggestions down below. But as you all know, I'm still working on balancing everything on my journey, so just keep that all in mind. So we will finish this reading with how love life and work life may look throughout Aquarius season. So, love life, we've got the Sun card. This is positive. I think there's going to be a lot of emotional growth and development at this time. Four of Pentacles. And whatever your love situation is, I feel like that is what your Aquarius season may look like. So if any of you are not very fulfilled with the way your love life is currently, I think you are charging forward, and that may take a lot more time for it to change. You've probably already put a lot of time wanting things to change. I do feel like Aquarius season is more of a time of putting less energy and focus into romantic pursuit. Doesn't necessarily mean no energy or focus, just that like there are other responsibilities that you maybe feel ready to tackle at this time. For others of you, if you are pretty content with your romantic situation, your love life, then this is like that is going to be a pretty big constant throughout Aquarius season. Or if you are somewhere in the middle where you've had lots of ups and downs with relationships, which I honestly feel like that is going to be the majority of all relationships. Like I don't think there are really relationships out there that just have ups. I think there's ups and downs, but there is severity of the downs that is different than like a healthy relationship or one that is going in a really positive direction overall. So whatever growth or development you're looking for in your love life during Aquarius season, I do see a lot of that is happening, but it's going to be happening within the realm of what you've already experienced. So if you're already committed to a situation with one or multiple people, this doesn't have to be romantic at this point. This can be talking about all of your connections. It's going to be a quite consistent thing, is what I'm trying to get at. So for those of you who may be single or you might not have met anyone quite yet and you're looking for new love in your life, I feel like this could be a good time if you feel that energy to put yourself out there, go on dates, try to meet new people, etc., etc. If you're trying to come together and meet somebody new, this could be a really good time for you to actually make that effort. But of course, love life is very complicated and I was gonna say complex, but it's the same thing. But it's something that we couldn't just go over all of that in this one reading at this moment in time. So if you do want more focus on love advice specific, or readings on love life and where something is going, etc., you could always get reading on that, or um, check out pick a card readings on that subject, or let me know a specific pick a card subject down below if you feel guided to do so. So we're going to move on to career now, on what to expect. Galaxy, we get community, diversity, contribution. So I do think in terms of career life, and this by career, I believe you are your career. I don't believe that you have to do any particular thing in this world to prove your worth as a being, that as someone that is alive. You just deserve a quality life. And while we live in a world that basically we have to fight and challenge that and fight for our rights that we should already just have, that is just something I feel like letting you all know. So whatever work means to you, if this means like taking care of yourself, if this means like just trying to like eat once a day, obviously having healthy eating where you have like a well balanced meal every day is very ideal. But I'm just speaking from experience that like there have been times where I don't have food and like other essentials, you know? So this doesn't have to be just about food, but I hope you all get what I mean. Um, just know that you deserve your needs to be met. But I am getting that this is a great time to build community. So if you are looking for work or new work, or better hours at your existing work, things, or your home life where the energy efforts are more balanced, and like responsibilities that you've been stressed out about, that you've been um, taking on those responsibilities, like this is a time of like things rebalancing out where you may not have to do as much of the hard work that you've been doing. Or for those of you where you're like, I want to compromises, like let's say you have roommates and you've been doing a lot of one thing and they've been doing a lot of that thing instead. Maybe you'll switch, or maybe you're like, hey, I'll do a bit more of this so you don't have to do as much of that. Like there's going to be community building at this time for you. Reading one. And then we've got Uranus, yeah, which says passion, indulgence, sexuality. So this could be creating really good work-life balance with your own journey as well as your partner. So like creating balance between those schedules, or partners if you have multiple partners, or whatever your situation may be. Community. So I hope that made sense. This just looks like a very blessed time for you, reading one. This is a really good time to put yourself out there if you are needing to meet new people and gain community and opportunities, things like that. And if any of you are trying to put yourself out there socially through social media, I might actually be in a place where I'm interested in doing that. If that's where my journey ends up by the end of Aquarius season. So stay tuned for that. If any of you are looking to try and connecting with me, maybe on a more social level, if you're trying to start up your own channel, things like that. So just because I don't know, I feel called to bring that up. So that's what I have for reading one, and as some updates. I hope that resonates with you, everybody, and I will talk to you all later. Take care. And hopefully I can bring updates to the channel later on. I want to wait until things have fully happened before I talk about them more on the channel. But yeah. Alrighty, that was it. For those of you who chose reading number 2, we are going to get started with looking at the beginning of Aquarius season, the middle of Aquarius season, as well as the end of Aquarius season for you. We're also going to be looking into love life and career life in general. So just take what resonates and let go of the rest. So starting off, we've got the Nine of Pentacles with the Strength card as the beginning of Aquarius season. So reading 2, you have been very self-sustaining at this time. You've maybe been very taken on independent roles, maybe working kind of like single-handedly. So you've been taking on a lot of responsibilities at this time and providing for yourself and perhaps others. The Strength card is indicating that you are reaching your limit with that, and that in the ways that you've been supporting, you just don't see how you alone may be able to sustain everybody forever. So this is for those of you taking care of a family or a home in some sort of way. This could even be about yourself, that you've been, maybe if you are just single or in a one bedroom or whatever situation where you are kind of the only one looking out for yourself and there feels like not community at all. Just take whatever your situation may be. This others of you, this could be that it's between you and specifically your partner, where one partner is doing a lot of the labor for work, finances, or for the relationship's growth itself, which obviously a relationship needs a two-way exchange for it to kind of experience growth and development and so forth. So whatever your situation may be, it looks like this is one of those cases where you may resonate as reading number 2 as like that you are needing others to step in or to step up and to contribute more to your situation. So that's what I'm having for you at the beginning of Aquarius season reading number 2. Kind of a very different energy from reading 1. So I hope that resonates. The middle of the season, we are getting Queen of Wands with the 7 of Wands. Yep, I'm really getting that for you reading 2. This is more about being patient with your situation and expecting and being hopeful that others will be stepping up so that you can rest more and relax more. But I'm getting that it's still going to be a challenging time for you, because I do feel like many of you do have loved ones that are wanting to work together. It's just that where you are at this point in time, those individuals need the time to get to that point. I'm feeling like saying to those of you who are here that align with my kind of energy, that these people you've been working with, if they are really true connections or allies, I do feel like they've got their own journey and everyone's trying their best and everyone's at a different place. So this is a matter of like letting things fall into place and being patient with the process of manifestation and with life. And for those of you where it just feels like the people you are waiting on, just you don't see it happening, or it just feels like they're not the best people. And this isn't about what you think of them on your soul level. This is about actions. Have they treated you how you would like to be treated in a movie or in an ideal like fairy tale or ideal world or reality? If not, depending on how severe the balance or mistreatment is, you may decide that these people are just not the right people for your long-term uh, community or whatever. So, yeah, some of you might be cutting connections, letting certain connections go if the connections you are working with are heavily mistreating you. But if you're having relatively good times, or there are still loving, positive exchanges in there where there is like, care that's both ways, that's completely different. And I think that those connections are actually working on getting things in order to help you out. They are probably the ones that you don't even need to ask, that they are going to, in time, reveal to you that they are working things out to help you. So I think if you're not sure of who's going to end up helping and whatnot, and you've been feeling not the most secure about connections currently, I would wait at this time. If there are people that you absolutely know gotta go, then stop giving them your energy, or like set those intentions that you will get away from those situations. But for the ones where you're still unsure, or it's like whatever, like a question mark, I say, yeah, like persevere and work on releasing energetically, and kind of take this time to work through uh things like working on yourself, so to speak, and see what there is for you to learn at this time, and ways for you to um, bring back more peace, relaxation, and balance into your world in the meantime. So let's look at the end of Aquarius season. We do have the Comet card and the Wheel of Fortune. I do think, yeah, you will be glad that you didn't overextend your energy throughout this season if you do take this time to wait. So instead of any drastic decisions for you, reading two, I feel if you wait on making drastic changes right now or decisions in your life throughout this season, at the end of Aquarius season, you will witness very much fortune, is what I'm feeling for you. So that will depend on your circumstances. And others of you, just know that, like, whatever this time is, the experiences that you gain and the work you put on yourself means something, and you'll be more equipped to make the changes you may need to later. Exact narrative, and that's okay too. So that's what I've got. So let's look into love life for you, reading number two, as well as career life for you for this Aquarius season. So this is going to be overall. If you want something more in depth, you could always request a personal reading on any subject, or you could request the pick a card on love or career down below. Just know that I'm still trying to balance everything out in my life. But yeah, just if you feel guided to any of that. So for love life, I'll be pulling two cards, and for career life, two cards as well. So your love life reading number two for Aquarius season, the Hermit and the Ten of Pentacles. This is very much a working on yourself card, the Hermit. Very much going within, being reflective at this time. And this is just kind of saying that if you are involved in any relationship or relationships, plural, at this time, that these seem to be working out in the long run for you. The more work you put in yourself and take that time to build autonomy in your personal life, where you feel happy in your own world at as much of it as possible. And I don't mean in the sense that you have to be specifically happy at all times. I mean more like peace and content, where it's not like torture. No one deserves to feel like life is absolute torture. So you might not always feel happy per se at all times, but you should be able to feel a sense of peace throughout your day-to-day existence. So this is about creating more content and peace with your day-to-day. And I do see that happening throughout Aquarius season for you. And yeah, for those of you where you may perhaps be single or trying to meet someone, or you're in separation from a connection, and your love life is maybe a mess or confusing, etc., whatever it may be, this is kind of calling upon like the hermit within you to be okay in your own energy at this time, and to trust and really trust, or to work on building more trust within yourself that whoever it is that you are looking for in life exists, and that you are okay. You deserve that person, and everyone needs help, but you also are okay, and building that relationship with yourself that you got this, and that you deserve to be happy even by yourself will help create a really good place for you to build a stable relationship with another and meaningful connections. So that's what I have for you with love life. Career life for reading number 2, we've got the Hanged Man and the Venus card, which again is saying in terms of effort, and I want to explain this again, that what I mean by work life, that my views on work is that you are always your life's work, that your worth is not defined by anything. Like, you are always worthy, and you always deserve your needs and wants to actually be met, that we shouldn't have to fight for our worth in this world. So whatever work means to you, whether it means just taking care of yourself each day, or hanging in there, or literally doing work, whatever work means to you as an individual, I'm getting, yeah, that you this is a season of that situation being on pause, uh, focusing more on creating beauty and love in your life, and focusing on play instead of work. So yeah, that's what I'm really getting for you reading 2, and that you've probably been doing most of the grunt work at this time. So this is about trusting that you're not going to have to take care of everyone, and that's I don't know, I'm just getting this is a confusing waiting period for you reading 2 for Aquarius season in terms of career life, finances, your wellness, etc. But I do feel you are going to be receiving support as the right connections in life fall into place. And that is going to take place over the course of Aquarius season, as well as some upcoming seasons. But I strongly feel that by the end of this season, if you pretty much get through this, you will see that there is a silver lining. There is a turn of dynamics, turn of events, where you feel a lot more lighthearted, and that things are truly more balanced. So that's what I have for you reading number 2. I hope you enjoyed those messages, and I will talk to you all later. Take care. Alrighty, this is reading number 3. So hopefully this message resonates with you. I will be focusing in on the beginning, middle, and end of Aquarius season. And then after that, we will do a brief reading on your love life for Aquarius season, as well as your career life for Aquarius season. So let's look into it. For the beginning of Aquarius season, you have the Strength card and the Knight of Wands card. So this is just reflecting on your journey on an emotional level here, that you've come a long way, and that currently you feel like you are just needing to hold on just a little longer, and you're going to reach a really good outcome very soon. That's where I'm getting for you reading 3. So that's what's going on at the beginning of the season. And you are slowly but surely getting to those good outcomes. It's making sense, but you're still waiting for actual results. That's what I have. The middle of the season is the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. Wow. I'm getting you are freeing yourself from this situation, some sort of situation. I actually might need to pull a clarifier on the Nine of Pentacles, because I'm getting a bit of a split here depending on your situation specifically. Generally, I feel like you are breaking cycles when it comes to always feeling you're not quite at the outcome that you want in regards to your health, your fitness, your finances, relationships, partnerships, your business plans, life plans, your passions, your hobbies, um, just your day-to-day life. Like whatever, it's like no matter how much you almost achieve what feels like balance in your life, you always feel like something ends up missing. So I'm getting you're breaking certain cycles, particularly in the middle of this season, that are gonna bring life. I actually am kind of getting a really good message here for someone. So I'm going to have to remember that later. But the end of the season, we are getting the 10 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. Yeah, I do feel like for you, reading number 3, this is really an energetic thing. You've been really wanting to release um, energy that keeps you stuck, an energy that keeps you decisive, or indecisive, or energy that keeps bringing you negative outcomes that just hurt in the end. You want to experience something more that actually brings mental clarity, euphoria, actual answers and solutions. What you're getting currently just feels like you're going in circles. And at the end of the season, I feel like you'll be really able to let go of a specific reality, because reality has shifted to something that makes more sense, that is more fair for you, and brings you a better and safer outcome. So I'm getting really bright things are happening for you, reading 3. A lot of what you've been wanting to manifest for your personal development, for your journey, for your mental and emotional well-being, your mental health, physical health, even if that is what's been on your mind, and finances, a lot is improving. Yeah, letting go of whatever needs to be released that is keeping you feeling like in a cage or stuck from experiencing more. So I do feel at the end of the season, you will be receiving opportunities or shifts in your life that will allow you to experience a whole lot more. So I think this could be a very, very positive year for you, reading number 3. So that's what I have for you. And after this, we are now going to be looking into love life and career life. So if you are looking for either of those messages, or if you're not, just take what resonates, let go of the rest. So for love life, we have Galaxy and the Hermit. This like combined all the energy. So reading 3, you've been doing amazing with all of these lessons in life. So I do feel like if you look at reading 1 and 2, there might be like a full picture. You might be able to piece together what each reading is about, who each reading is about, and kind of piece together the puzzle. But I think from this reading itself, you might also just kind of see it all and make sense of it. But I'm just getting like your love life, generally, you've been wanting to build community. You might be someone where you're not just wanting to find one person in particular. You're looking for a big group to come together with, community, where you've got like a whole space in life that feels like your world. But the people you're interacting with, you know them. You actually know each other on some deeper level. And yeah, I'm just getting you are creating that at this time. And at the beginning, not just the beginning. I just said that because it's the first card of these two, but through Aquarius season, you will be building that, and you will be growing with your existing community. For others of you where you are still looking for community at all, on any level, you'll be working on yourself and getting to that place if you don't have any community around you. But I do feel reading 3, for those of you really resonating with this, at this place in your life, you've built some sort of community at this point. You have a real form of support on some level, whether it's just one or two people or a few people, or even like 10 or more, like whatever the number of community is for you. Or if it's been building a healthy relationship with yourself, if you are still looking for healing that before meeting more people, whatever it may be. So that's what I'm feeling to say for love life. For career life, we get the moon and the Six of Pentacles. This is really saying that this is an unknown time for your career life, that bigger things are happening in the bigger scheme of things, the bigger picture that you may not be able to see right now. This is a time to focus a bit more on the investments and risks, to take like more time into your passion, your own personal interests and pursuits, and to trust your intuition when it comes to your career life. And career means whatever it means to you, whether that means just taking care of yourself, or if it means like in a more like literal sense in this world where it's like a job of sorts. You're trusting your intuition on the direction you need to go when it comes to your career life. And things might be shifting. So you might be heading on a new path when it comes to your career life throughout Aquarius season overall. And it's unknown at first where you will end up, but Spirit is guiding you, and you are getting all of those things that you've kind of dreamed about, where you're like, I always kind of wanted to try these routes. And you're receiving those outlets, and you might receive real opportunity to try things. So money might be tight in the beginning of this month, but I do think you're about to go through like a glow up and a transformation, and that the events in your life are going to transform for the better throughout the season. The first half of Aquarius season is probably going to be a little more challenging, just more challenging than the second half. But it does get better, is how I feel. So that's what I'm really getting for this collective. So I hope that resonates with you, and I will see you all later, because I meant for this to be about a 15-20 video, but ended up being about 35 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed this reading and that it all made sense. I look forward to being back on the channel more, and yeah, I'll talk to you all later. Take care.